We got a major announcement, everyone. So this Friday at yesterday's 501 Greenfield Avenue, 9 o'clock, we're having Greenfield Finest Podcast. We're having our first live comedy show. Anthony Shuley is going to be hosting. I'm going to be featuring. We got a couple other funny people. Don Orner, a good buddy of ours who's super funny. He's going to be headlining. And every show we've had on yesterday's has been a success. Like, people come. The comics are funny. We always have like a good headliner, and it's always a good time. So we really could use your support. So this Friday, 9 o'clock, yesterday's Bar and Grill. If you listen to the podcast and before you go, you're like, dude, there's going to be like four or five of us coming, hit me up and we'll save you guys a table. Because 2 people already hit me up in advance like, hey, can you save us tables? Like, yeah. Because if you've never been there, like, there's tables and there's seats. So if you need like a table, let us know right away. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Bird Zidell. This is episode 77 or 78.
I think it's 76.
76.
Yeah.
No, it's past that. It's 77. Anyway, just next time, just fucking agree with me whether I'm right or wrong. I don't pay you for your opinions. Dude, with me as always, the boys are in the building. I got my main man, Anthony, making his comeback this weekend at comedy. Shuley, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going?
And my other main man, Johnny, the cheek buster Rosado.
What's up?
We got a major announcement, everyone. So this Friday at yesterday's 501 Greenfield Avenue, 9 o'clock, we're having Greenfield Finest Podcast. We're having our first live comedy show. Anthony Shuley is going to be hosting. I'm going to be featuring. We got a couple other funny people. Don Orner, a good buddy of ours who's super funny. He's going to be headlining. And every show we've had on yesterday's has been a success. Like, people come. The comics are funny. We always have like a good headliner, and it's always a good time. So we really could use your support. So this Friday, 9 o'clock, yesterday's Bar and Grill. If you listen to the podcast and before you go, you're like, dude, there's going to be like four or five of us coming, hit me up and we'll save you guys a table. Because 2 people already hit me up in advance like, hey, can you save us tables? Like, yeah. Because if you've never been there, like, there's tables and there's seats. So if you need like a table, let us know right away. All right. So let's jump into it. How was your Father's Day, guys?
Mine was good, man. It was nice, dude. It was, it was relaxing. I got a nice couple cases of beer, a bottle of whiskey. It was good, all around great.
Did you beat your kids?
No, my kids were actually well behaved, dude. It was amazing. It was like different from every other Sunday.
Where'd you go? Your dad's or your stay home?
No, I went to my parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my sister and everything came over. We sit there, grilled some lamb chops, and then just had a good old-fashioned time.
You got shit-faced?
Not shit-faced, but I did work.
Yeah, you put some work in.
Yeah.
Johnny, how was your Father's Day, buddy?
It was good. Got a little round of golf in with my dad, my godfather, Uncle George.
Yeah.
Went to see old Grandpa Rosado. He's still hanging in there tough. And then we went back to my house, got a little Bravo takeout.
Can't go wrong with that.
Watched that major golf tournament.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a second.
Yeah.
We're not going to jump the gun. No, but so you guys had a good Father's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was yours, bud?
Well, I didn't see my dad again for the fucking 40th Father's Day straight. Dad missed it this time. I don't know, Dad. I was like, it's like weird because like the person I picture my dad like being is like this cool ass dude. He's all like well dressed and shit, but the truth is he's probably fucking holding a cardboard sign on the Liberty Bridge. You know what I mean? Saying like he will suck dick for dollar sandwiches. Like, so like by this time I don't even want to meet him. Unless he is rich and cool, but like,
Yeah, then call me.
Preferably rich.
yeah, like my girl's dad's the best. Like I love him, but like I figured like, he gets out on me on birthdays, but like I get out on him on Father's Day. Like I don't owe no one shit on Father's Day. Like, oh man, you need to be grateful for your dad. Fuck you. I don't even know the motherfucker. You know what I mean? According to Ancestry.com, I'm like 9% Jewish. So, you know what I mean? Mazel tov, Dad. Like, I don't know. Like, fuck you and fuck wherever you're at. I hope you are holding cardboard sign, you piece of shit.
A lot of resentment on that day. I get it.
But
It's a rough day for you.
yeah, it is, dude. I'm like I try to make jokes out of it, like to feel better. But it's like, I'll hit up my mom. You know what I mean? Like, what's up, Mom? What are you doing? You ain't looking for Dad, right? Like, is Dad over there? He hasn't moved for 40 years, huh? That motherfucker.
That's the day you call your mom, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I want the truth now.
Yeah, well, the Father's Day, it's like I could deal with that because like,
Right.
I don't got shit coming. But like Christmas or something, when I was down on my luck, I'm like, man, where's this motherfucker at? I was like doing drugs. I need money. I'm like, dude, is he around? Like, I mean, he owes me like 18 years. I'd take $50 right now and forgive him. But like,
Forgiveness is cheap right now.
right, like Dad, like sorry I walked down. You're like, Dad, it's all water under the bridge. Do you have $50 for me? Can I get a ride to the methadone clinic? I'll fucking wash away all your sins right now, Dad.
He missed out, T-Bro.
He did, dude. But my girl's dad, who's my fucking road dog, he came over Sunday. We kicked it, and as soon as he came in, he was like, "Dude, let's watch this golf tournament." I'm not a big golf tournament guy. I know you guys are, Rizal. I know you're a huge golf tournament guy, but I did peep it. Jack's fucking wild card, Xander, like started creeping up a little bit.
Nah, he was nowhere in the hunt. Jack was totally off in this golf tournament. He had no clue. So.
Like, well, he's not good at golf either.
No, he stinks. He was trying to send out a group message that he was actually playing well, but I don't know how much money he paid Eddie to send that shit, but I don't believe it.
So, dude, the tournament anyway, it was this weekend. It was fucking crazy. The dude Rom ended up winning. If you listen to the show, you remember us a couple weeks ago. Rom missed out on, I think it was like $1.7 million because he wasn't vaccinated for COVID, and he ended up coming in contact. He would have won this tournament, lost out on it. Comes back this week. Like, it looked like that dude DeChambeau, who we fucking hate, was going to win. Like, it looked like he had a good chance of winning. He was one up. Right,
dude, he blew up, and like a lot of golfers, like if you play golf a lot, like they were hitting shots like an amateur golfer. Like they were chunking the ball, they were shipping them in. Like DeChambeau had an 8 on a par 4, which is like unheard of for these guys.
So that means it's he shot 4 too many.
He lost 4 strokes on that hole.
And
he just was totally out of it.
Yeah, and like people, like it was weird because like Addie was like, "Why do people hate him?" And then like Addie's dad, my girlfriend's dad, was just like, "Look at him. He looks like a fucking asshole." I'm like, yeah, he does. Like, no one likes DeChambeau, And I was like trying to explain to her about him and Brooksy rivalry, but it seemed like almost it was gonna line up that there was like, oh, if this happens, it's gonna be Brooksy and fucking, you know what I mean?
DeChambeau in like a playoff.
I was like, and I think that's what everyone wanted. That dude wrong, man. That was sweet. It was like him and his kid on there, and it was like fucking funny to me because he made this comment like, I'm out here, my son and my dad look over, one person over there don't even know what's going on, and they fucking zoomed in on his dad, and that motherfucker looked potatoes.
He was a senile old bastard.
Yeah, he was like staring at the sun, like, dude, move him, dude. He's gonna go blind. Like, what are you doing, cuz? But like, that was a pretty awesome like Father's Day story. But that tournament, like that dude Ron won. Where I'm glad DeChambeau didn't win. I mean, that was major. Dude. So anyway, like this is major news. I guess I don't know. Carl Nassib of the Raiders. He's on the D line. He's the first openly gay player in the NFL. And like, at this point, it's like,
who gives a shit?
Yeah, like, dude,
I thought they did all this with Michael Sam. Like, are we gonna do it? Like,
yeah,
no.
like,
the funny thing is, he was like, I didn't do this for any
Does
publicity.
this
Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen
well,
when
like,
you came out and said that?
Well, he can't. To his credit, whoever his publicist is or his fucking agent was like, "You're gonna do this during Pride Month, so you don't." Like, dude, here's the thing. Like, dude, it's 2021. Like, no one gives a fuck.
right? Like, dude,
Not even a little bit.
And dudes have been gay in every. I mean, dude, dudes have been gay in every profession, everywhere, forever. I mean, like, gay is like being gay didn't start like a couple years ago. It's just been like,
right. I just feel like this one isn't as groundbreaking. Like after I've heard this a million times, I'm like, So I don't. Good for him.
Right, dude.
Can he play?
Yeah, can he play? Should I bet on the Raiders in the season? You know what I mean? Like, where are we at with that?
Dude is a fucking beast. I was watching like some highlights from him from college. Like I don't know why it was college highlights, but I was watching them and on Pat McAfee show. I don't know why it was on, but
He went to Penn State, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, you know, all the fucking free Sandusky chants were coming out today, but we'll get to that later. But like, dude, like my thing is like, there's been no like the NFL players came out, like there was dudes came out like, listen, man, there's been dudes in the NFL that've been gay forever, and they're like acting like their teammates aren't going to. Dude, there's dudes that got support forever, but they just never let it out of the locker room.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, dudes were like, who cares? That just shows how tight the locker room is, that it didn't get out. Like, they knew that there was gay dudes in the NFL before, but they were like, they didn't want it to get out, and it never got out. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you think, you know, like us being younger, like when we were younger, like, do you think that there was anyone on the Cougars that was gay and they just never wanted to come on? They never felt comfortable.
There's a couple suspects.
Yeah, there is. Like, people always say there's like one person out of every group, and I'm like, you know, I like always have like thoughts like, I wonder who's gay or because they're obviously like living a lie because we don't know any dudes who've come out yet. You know what I mean? Yogi's the first one that comes to my mind. You know what I mean? Like Yogi's like.
Yogi was like Sandusky though.
He's
dude.
a great dresser.
He wasn't asking for it. He was just taking it.
Right. And I mean, like, dude, yeah. And I mean, the NyQuil Yogi story is just fucking, it's one for the books. I mean, anyone slide in my DMs, I'll share it with you. But like,
yeah, when you used to go up to his bedroom and he'd be in his boxers, like you trying to play Madden, I'm like, dude, I really
Want to
don't
wrestle?
yeah,
I don't feel comfortable.
right. And he was still our boy. Yeah, he was. Yeah. I didn't care if I knew he was gay. I didn't care. You know what I mean? I knew Yogi was gay forever, and I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll wrestle with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, little hairy motherfucker, and then you know, I'd wrestle around with him and drink some NyQuil, and man, that was it. But you know what I mean? Like
anything to get his Xanax back then.
Yeah, right, dude. You know, that was the thing. Yogi didn't do drugs, but he always had NyQuil and Xanax, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, with like Swedish Fish or some Sour Patch Kids next to his bed.
Yeah, he'd tuck the Xanax inside the
Like,
fish.
It was like luring children in. You know what I mean? You guys want some candy, and you go in there and you pull out. You think it was a Pez, it was a fucking Xanny bar.
But, I mean, they're pretty decent, bro. You should have one.
Like Yogi, why do I have to hang out with you in your bedroom and you're in your boxers?
Like,
it's just fucking weird.
And
no one else is home.
And then dudes wake up with their shirts off, and Yogi was here's written like right on their ass cheek,
right above your pubic line,
right above your pubic line. And I'm like, damn,
true story.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, but that's whatever. Like, dude, shout out to Yogi and shout out to Carl Nazib. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, coming out ain't easy. So I
salute you.
The Yogi Me Too movement. It's gonna gain momentum as soon as this.
Oh, dude, dude. But like, in all honesty, I just feel like I'm not saying like the dude like, hey, it ain't like whatever. If to him, if it's a big deal, but like, dude, I think the temperature of society is like no one gives a fuck. Like, hey, man, we get it. You are who you are.
I don't give a fuck.
No one. I would if someone was like, oh, I don't think anyone's judging anyone off.
Maybe it's like the type of thing now, like maybe back in like the '90s, like
it would have been huge.
Yeah, but like say like a gay dude gets invited to his teammate's wedding, like. Oh, you know, he has to bring like a fake girlfriend.
Right.
Now he can bring like his man.
And that's the thing too. And I think if there's like younger kids playing high school football and they might be gay and like, I don't know, maybe like, because the main thing this dude was talking about was like, he did it for this thing. It was like a lot of younger people who like come out or like don't come out, they end up like committing suicide because like they're living a life. So like if it does some positive, like I'm all for it. Like so people want these like maybe like take some of the pressure off of these younger dudes like who are gay, who like don't know how to express it. Like, hey, this dude's gay. He's in NFL. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think his teammates.
What position does he play?
D-line. He's a fucking monster.
Yeah, he's like 6'7", 275.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I mean, dudes are gonna talk shit, maybe throw a jab at him, dude. But that's just what people do. They
but in the NFL, they're gonna do anything. I remember Strahan was saying, he's like, dude, you think they never made fun of this gap in my teeth?
Right.
He's like, but why would I change it? Because let them win.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. And I mean, I mean, dude, like
anything to get under somebody's skin.
Yeah,
so I hope
make fun of you for anything.
I hope they don't have like a thin skin about it.
I bet this dude doesn't, and I bet the most important people who want to fuck with him is his teammates.
Right.
Who gives a fuck if the Chiefs come to town and them dudes like And I still think it'll be like, I mean, the dude probably has heard every name in the book
Right,
already.
yeah.
So he's probably like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm going to fucking break Mahomes' neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Hardy har.
Right. But, dude, speaking of Yogi and speaking of nuts, there is a dude in California. He stole 42,000 pounds of pistachios, tractor trailer load. He was a tractor trailer driver. He like took the load, and what he was doing, they were in 2,000-pound bags. So that's what I mean. Imagine, I don't even know what as big as this room. I'm thinking it's like a 2,000-pound bag of pistachios.
That's a lot of pistachios.
And he had like little cut bags, like where he was gonna break them down into smaller, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
maybe like 100-pound bags.
He's selling
Pistachios
ounces.
are super
They
expensive.
are expensive,
So
dude.
like they're saying that this was millions of dollars
In
at stake.
pistachios?
Yeah, dude. If you think about this,
I mean, who's buying pistachios off the street, though? I mean,
Yogi.
street stashes. I don't know. Like if you think about it, he might have already. I think he had
He had
what's
a
it called?
buyer
A
set up.
fence.
Yeah.
Like he had like people already like, dude, I'm gonna
Lined
fence
up.
it. Yeah, I mean, think about little stores and not little stores, but I mean, 42,000. You need to dump them at Costco, but like he had people who wanted them, and he was breaking the 2,000-pound bags into 100-pound bags, which is still fucking huge. You know what I mean? And like, who knows? Maybe someone's on any type of social media, like 100-pound bag of pistachios, $100. So think about you buy the container. It's like $20, isn't it?
are they already deshelled? That's another category of pistachios.
42,000, probably not deshelled. I'm saying probably not.
So you got a lot of shell.
I like to deshell them myself. That's not the point. But no, I don't know. Dude, that's a lot of pistachios.
How much is a container though of pistachios?
Say like that big one at Costco's $15.
Okay, so that's probably would you say a pound and a half?
Yeah,
Is that
roughly.
So then multiply that by 15 by 4. So you're talking about $600,000 in pistachios, maybe more.
That's a
'Cause-
good lick.
right. I mean, dude, I'm not saying he was going to get all that, but even if he got a couple $100,000,
And then all the pistachios you can eat,
right?
Seems pretty harmless too if you get in front of a judge like, listen, dude,
they're pistachios.
I wasn't pushing coke. I was pushing pistachios.
Yeah.
Every pistachio-related overdose is coming back to you, pal.
There was a crazy documentary I watched. It was like it was called The Great Maple Syrup Heist, and these dudes heisted. It was like millions of dollars from this maple syrup reserve. They were like stealing containers and then like refilling them with water and like the syrup, and they were like selling. There's a black market for syrup in Canada, huge black market. So this dude might have been like tied in with people, like pistachio people.
He
Pistachios.
was jumping the
Yeah.
shark on that one, getting ahead of the
Dude,
game.
I got a yogi. I could always top. Yeah, this can be a yogi heavy episode because he grinded someone's gears. But we'll get to that, dude. Remember he wasn't eating salt.
Yeah,
Sarah wouldn't let him eat salt
his
anymore.
ex-wife wouldn't let him eat salt.
Yeah, so like, dude, I remember going to his house. Like, dude, you want some pistachios? I'm like, I love pistachios.
Yeah.
Of course I want. I don't have a nut allergy. Dude, I get them saltless pistachios.
I mean, what the fuck is that?
It tastes
Just
like
dry
dirt.
chalk.
So someone took the salt off of them?
Sarah washed them.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Dude, I
You
swear to
just
God,
put
he had
salt in
pistachios with no salt on them. They were
What did
horrible.
that taste
And then he
like?
gave me sunflower seeds with no salt too. I'm
What
like,
the
what
fuck's
is the
the use
fuck?
of
It,
eating
like
it?
nothing.
Dude, I mean, like I'm
Like a
thinking,
bird.
And you get no water to
that's
wash it
fucking,
down.
That's what that is. That's fucking bird food.
Yeah, I
Dude,
agree.
I'll tell you what, dude. I mean, God bless him and everything. Like, I'm glad he came out of the closet, but dude, get your salt level up, player. You know what I mean, dude?
Remember, he was just eating boogers.
Yeah,
All
he
that
boogers
salt
and
content.
water, boogers, water, and Swedish fish. He was fucking crazy.
Xanax.
He did
Yeah,
look good
Xanax.
at the time, though. He was thin.
Yeah, his ex-wife slimmed him down. You know what I mean? He's all bulked up now. He's salt heavy.
Yeah. Sodium level intake's up, way
Boys,
up.
So, dude, we've been covering a little bit about like the J-Lo, Ben, A-Rod thing. So anyway, recently, A-Rod was spotted with Ben's ex, who I think is ass.
Ben Affleck's. Who is it?
The blonde-haired chick.
I've seen her picture. I don't know what her name is. She's,
hold on,
she's
give me-
mediocre at best.
Yeah, she's not. Her name's
She's not J-Lo. I'll tell you that.
Lindsay Shookus. I'll pull up here's a picture of her right there. I mean, dude, she's butt.
I mean, she
I
ain't
wouldn't say
bad.
she's but I mean, for
compared to
Ben
J-
Affleck, I mean, you're talking upper echelon,
Right, but you're talking like fucking.
Super 10.
I mean, even A-Rod, he's a fucking handsome
He
dude.
is a
He's
handsome
doing that.
devil.
He's doing that to fuck with Ben
I get
Affleck,
that.
you know
I
what mean?
get that. Like
That's all that is.
Yeah.
right. But I mean, he should. I mean, fuck it. If you're gonna just stick your dick anywhere, fuck his mom. You know what I mean? Fuck Ben's mom. You know what I mean?
Teach him a lesson.
Yeah, teach him a lesson he'll never forget. Be like, send him a selfie of like you did. With his mom's, with your cob and his mom's mouth.
No,
Happy Father's Day.
He'll go home for like Thanksgiving, and there'll be like a Rod signed baseball in her bedroom.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But like,
A Marlins hat.
But I mean, I got to give credit to A-Rod too for getting back. Like
He had to make a move.
he did. He had to because like they're all over the tabloids. J-Lo and Ben.
Yeah.
They're all. I mean, you go walk in a grocery store, they're on the front, walking in sand. Like it's like these pictures. Like they go like, oh, now we have to go to a beach and we have to have paparazzi follow us. It's like what happens with every breakup, reconnection. It's like the people go to the beach and they get the
Well,
pictures.
that people probably make a ton of money off those stupid little candid pics they take. You know.
Those pictures. Well, for one, I think. I don't know exactly how it works, but I remember like watching the thing about paparazzi. Like they get paid per picture.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So like there's times with Britney Spears they were paying like upwards of $500,000, $1 million. The one of her like fucking shaving her nugget, you know what I mean? That motherfucker got paid, but the dude even said in the thing, he was like, I felt bad after, like, dude, I was greedy, and like we didn't realize how crazy she was. I'm like, cuz she's walking around with a little pirate baseball bat with a half-shaved nugget, screaming at people like you didn't think she was losing her mind. Like once she shaved her nugget, dude, she's completely fucking potatoes.
Only half of her nugget.
Yeah, she said that's right, DJ half nugget, dude. So, oh man. So, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably looking outside your house right now, and it probably looks nice. Well, maybe it looks like shit. If it looks like shit, call 412-521-9045, Rosado & Sons Landscaping. And guess what? We just don't do landscaping. That's right, folks. Do you have some concrete outside? It's looking weathered. Maybe your back deck looks like shit. Are you sick and tired of looking outside and seeing shit? Well, did you know that Rosado & Sons also does pressure washing too and free quotes? So call 412-521-9045. It's very affordable and reliable. Make sure this summer get all your projects done and call Rosado & Sons 412-521-9045. Don't hesitate. You'll be late. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Birdseye-Dell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner, and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're going to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. We actually got Corn Dicks this week. But the first one, this guy, he was drinking 12 energy drinks a day. He was a bartender. He was drinking 12 a day for, like, I think it said 9 years. and he wants to get energy drinks banned for kids 16 and under because they can be dangerous.
Wait, he had a heart attack because of all that.
He had a heart attack. So, like, at what point are you, like, when you're drinking 10 energy drinks a day, what did he think the final outcome was going to be of that? Like, I know if I drink 2, I have to take anxiety medicine. Like, this dude was like 54. Like, I'm 40. If I drink 1 too fast now, I used to chug them, I'm fucking whacked. I feel like I'm coming down off coke.
Dude, I feel like they gave me an ulcer at one point. But this guy's chugging it like it's glasses of fucking 2% milk. Like he's trying to get his fucking calcium up or something.
He said he was addicted to them. Like, whatever. I get it. You were addicted, but he was hammering 10 of them a day, had a heart attack, and now you're like, kid, no one should be allowed. You know what I mean? Kids 16 under. Like, all right, buddy.
Where did the kids come into it?
That's what
I mean, I agree. 16-year-olds probably don't need that. You know, I had major energy. You're getting older, you need a little more. But
I agree 100%.
What's that have to do with him?
That's what I mean. Like, it's like he took him being a fucking idiot.
Now he's a martyr.
Right. Now he's like, I'm going to stand up for, like, dude, just stop drinking energy drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just cut
for
them out
you.
for you. Like, but I get it, too, though. Like, kids 16 and under, truthfully, they shouldn't be allowed to have energy drinks. Like, energy drinks are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
At least, like, you can't, there's no way to ID a kid when they're like 14.
Well,
like,
it got to be like cigarettes or something, like 18.
right. And I'm pretty sure, anyway, most places it's headed that way.
Yeah.
Like, to get energy drinks. I mean, dude, you dudes got kids. Like, well, I mean, imagine what would happen if your kids drank a half an energy drink.
I'm
My
like-
kid drinks a mouthful of Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
like
they drink
fucking
root beer,
crack,
dude. It's like
yeah.
it's like drinking. No, dude, they're nuts.
Yeah.
That's why ginger ale is like the only
Safe
hop.
bet.
Yeah, because it's not like I don't
Some
think
of it has
caffeine.
caffeine, but it
Some
just
of it-
seems like it's
Yeah.
okay. Because that's what our grandparents gave
Yeah,
us
my
when we were
grandmother
sick.
said it was good for me, so it's good.
Yeah.
I used to hammer them energy drinks, and like, dude, especially I know for me, like, right when I first got sober, like, you're looking for any type of legal buzz, and like, dudes, mostly everyone in recovery, fucking smokes cigarettes and drinks like 20 energy drinks a day. But then, like, the longer you stay sober, you kind of like
You wean yourself off of that.
yeah, you're like, I feel like shit. I literally, if I drink too many energy drinks, I feel like shit. Like, if
Oh,
I
yeah.
drink 2 now, like, it's been a minute since I drank 1, but no, on my birthday I had a couple, but I felt like weird the next day. Like, I felt like I did goon dust.
I get like heart palpitations if I have them. Like I get jittery, I'm sweaty and shit. My hands are clammy. Like I can't drink
Right.
Red Bulls, any of that shit.
So can you imagine what this fucking maniac was like a day on 10 of
It's
those?
probably so annoying.
He didn't need to buy
Dude.
Coke at least.
Right. Well,
Dude,
he
he's
made-
drinking that bar at a fucking house and home. Them energy drinks
Yeah,
are like
Red Bulls
$3 a
ain't
piece.
cheap.
Dude, a Red Bull, a case of Red Bull, I think it's like the 8 ounces are $32 at Costco. You know what I mean? So they're probably he was hammering the business for at least $100 a week in energy drinks.
At least, I mean, you figure where are they selling them at the bar? Probably $6-7.
Right. So if you're taking
That's
the bar price,
yeah.
$70 a day times. He said he was drinking it every day, so you're looking at $350 a fucking week in energy drinks. Like, wow, dude. You know.
Yeah, drink the booze, you fucking bum.
It'd be
Right.
cheaper.
Have a couple shots. Like, I don't know why he was drinking so many. He said, and then he was like saying, like, I thought they were harmless. Like, he's like, he said he started experiencing nervousness, and at one point he even thought he had hallucinations. And he was like,
He probably did.
Yeah, if I'm starting to hallucinate and I'm drinking I'm fucking stopping.
It's a
dude.
red flag. They call that.
Right. I mean, Rosado, what do you think? I mean, I've seen you before drink energy drinks and be like, I drank it too fast.
Oh yeah, there'll be a couple. Yeah, at least like I'll start like running on the lawn and like burning that energy. If I'm just like standing there, like sometimes it makes my heart go, but like my head's still just kind of like
Yeah.
like duh.
Like my body's going, but I'm not moving. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
Like,
It's definitely made me feel like I'm gonna fucking have an
an anxiety.
Yeah, I was
attack.
just gonna say
Anxiety
it's like an
attack, yeah.
anxiety attack coming at you.
I don't like energy drinks. I agree with what the dude's saying, but that's already in place. They're already trying to make it so kids under the age of like I hate to sound like a fucking old person, but it should be like the same as like I don't know why they raised cigarettes to 21, but at
Did
least
they?
energy. Yeah,
Well, you can't buy them when you're 18.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
No, you gotta be 21 now. You didn't know that?
What's the world coming?
No, I mean I don't smoke, so I guess I've been out of the loop.
Yeah, like
But-
I mean, dude.
Yeah,
I never even
18
like
for
wanted to
fucking
drink
30
coffee
years.
when I was that young, so I never even thought of it.
No, they didn't have energy drinks when we were in high school. Or
Coffee
otherwise,
or Mountain Dew.
we would have been drinking them. I bet. You know what I mean? But like they made when Red Bull came out, it was fucking cool. Like they had like cool
You
commercials.
got a cool can.
Yeah,
You were
like,
drinking Red Bull and vodkas at the bar. You were a cool guy.
right. Like you know what I mean? You were doing the little Archie speedball. You know? What
Yeah.
I mean? But like, dude, if you any night you drank like too many drinks with Red Bull, you felt like you were smoking
Absolutely.
crack the night before. There's so many chemicals in that shit. Like it is. It's like borderline. It's like 2 fucking ingredients away from being crystal meth. That's why people drink it.
That's why I like
much.
it.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a fucking corn dick. So he's our first one. The other one is, so we covered this story about the dude. He ended up like getting a lot of publicity. The dude who's the Phoenix Suns fan who beat up the dudes in the stands. You guys,
Yeah,
remember that?
yeah.
So the dude, one dude he beat up who was a total fucking douchebag, did a TikTok video with a guy like explaining his side of the story. Like he had a scratched up nose and everything, and he was like, anyone who knows anything about fighting knows I didn't lose. The dude just scratched my nose. He's like, I did dump beer on his, or he's like, I dumped pop on his head, but fuck him, he shouldn't have been wearing that jersey. What's he gonna do? I'm like, what he did was beat you up on national television and then got on Barstool and made a bunch of money off this merchandise by saying Suns in 4. And, like, that's what he did. Now you're going on TikTok saying it didn't happen. Like, millions of people seen it happen.
Yeah, a lot of people differ their opinion on that one, buddy.
Right. Like, who convinced him, like, this is going to be a good idea? Like, you're going to go on. Like, you're already the asshole in the story. You're the fucking douchebag. You dumped it. Like, you just come off as an asshole. Like, I could see, like, he was trying to grab at my chains, man, my chains. And, like, it was like some bullshit silver chains that we all had when we were fucking.
Some Prem Buddhas.
Some Prem Buddhas from my Century 3 mall.
Yeah, we were talking about that today. That dude should have crawled under a rock and stayed there.
Yeah, that's
You
my
know-
favorite saying.
You know
now.
what I mean? Like, dude, like just stay away. People are gonna forget about you in like a month or so, and then you can get back to living your normal life. But you just got your ass beat, and 10 million people seen it.
Yeah, you should have
Own
made
it.
some bootleg Suns in 4 and try to make some money off it and shut up.
No, the dude.
I know. I'm saying he should have
But,
bootlegged them.
Unless this dude thought there was like fame coming the other way, that where he could cash in on getting his ass beat, or maybe things will be like a rematch or
Because
something.
he's the victim.
So that's step 2 to this. That's what I think they're saying should happen. Like, because on Twitter, the people were like, "Well, fuck it, Inst2 should fight in a ring." Now, like, dude, in all honesty, imagine what kind of payday they could get. I'm not saying they'd get a ton of money, but imagine
for
like
regular guys, they're making money.
we're like regular guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if someone offered us like $50,000 to just fight another regular guy, not like the toughest dude around, not get punched in the face by fucking Morty, but like just another regular guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like $50,000. You're like, fuck yeah, I'll fight you. $50,000.
Absolutely.
Get my ass whooped or not. And like they could use that to like plateau it into like all kind of YouTube shit. And like, I think
There's
that's
a lot of money out there.
I think maybe if that's this dude's, like, the way he's going about it, like, I think that, okay, I get it. But I think he should have just came right out and said he wanted, like, to get a fair one and, you know what I mean, let's do this. Like, instead of, like, saying that what we seen on TV didn't really happen.
Like, your eyes lied to you.
Right. How many people seen that result? Like 10 million?
Roughly. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, most of the country who's like watches Barstool or anything seen it.
Yeah. Dude. So we were talking about the golf match earlier. One of our brother-in-arms this week, I remember it was like towards the end, and I just heard someone yell, "Streaker." And I'm like, when we were like, I'm like sitting there like, where? And you didn't see it. But like instantly, there was fucking footage of the streaker. We'll have if you're watching this on YouTube, we're going to have it posted with it. But like the streaker was like dressed crazy, almost like a woman's top with like weird bottoms, and like was like fake putting. And like the one security guard tried to get him. He juked the one dude, like dicked the shit out of him. Like it was like a big old Barney Fife fucking goofball. Was like, oh, he missed him, but another dude like tackled him. But they were like, streaker, and you just heard like the background. Did you hear that when you were watching?
Nah.
It? Oh, dude, yeah. Have you heard about this streaker?
I didn't. This is the first I'm hearing about it. No.
Yeah, so this dude's getting like a decent amount of
I'd
attention.
love to see this video.
Yeah, well, we'll have it posted whenever we're watching it. But like, yeah,
He was butt naked, totally naked.
no, he had on like a woman's top, and I think he actually put like a fake boobs in the thing.
He went all out.
Oh yeah, and
He was in character.
and he was like putting. Like he went out and like pretend like he was putting on the green, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then one dude came again. He's like, "I'm just warming up," and he's like kept fake putting, and the dude's like, "You got to go," and they like went after him, and he juked the one dude and got tackled by the other. But like, I mean, what kind of trouble do you get in for that? For streaking?
You gotta be. I mean, if you're ass naked, you're gonna get like public lewdness and shit. But he probably got like disorderly conduct or
Probably
something.
like a $500 fine or something.
I don't know. I feel like when at a major golf tournament like that, and I know.
mean, they did it at the football national championship, and that dude didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
I mean, he got in trouble, but he didn't.
Is that
Remember that dude who like
the bet?
put the bet on himself? I mean, he was.
Nothing happened to him. I
mean,
thought he got jammed up.
He got jammed up, but he got like. I mean,
he had like a $10,000 fine because he was talking shit like "fuck that, I'm a millionaire."
Yeah, he got like a big fine, but I don't think he did any jail time or anything.
See, I'm surprised about that.
And he was. I mean, he was pretty. He wasn't totally naked, was he?
Yeah, but he was a moron for opening his fucking mouth.
Right. I think that dude had on a G-string or something.
Yeah.
But
he had like a onesie on or something.
If he would have if he would shut up, he would have won the bet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just fucking take the pinch like a man, you pussy.
But that's the thing with these dudes. Like they get caught up in these likes and fucking video. Like they want to be viral.
Well, he didn't want to be the butt of everybody's joke, so he's like, "Oh yeah, joke's on you because I just fucking made a ton of money on the bet." And then everybody's like, "Well, that's canceled. I guess you didn't."
Yeah,
piece of shit.
But I mean, like, dude, this dude, like, I just feel like that they're gonna come like. Somewhere along the line, someone's going to get cracked hard enough that they're going to like scare people away from doing it. I thought that for some reason in my head I had it that this was a lot stiffer penalties than $500. I was thinking like these dudes got like serious fines and some jail time.
That's definitely not jail time.
I mean, it's probably more than $500.
It depends where you're at.
Yeah. Well, they were at
it depends. It depends how much like the district attorney wants to be a.
I mean, I know some guys got kicked out of a major tournament and they didn't get fined.
Yeah, but they weren't
I wasn't streaking. We were just being a little bit loud and obnoxious. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, like
apparently so.
when you got kicked out of the tournament, like you said it was like fucking the highlight of your life.
Best thing that ever happened at that tournament because it was about 5 million degrees and I was drinking beer in the sun all day, and we knew it was gonna be a long day when we walked in there. Me and Jack were.
Who were you with? Tell
it was
the
me,
audience.
Jack. Me, Jack, Eddie. Yogi and and Eddie's boy Frankie, who was from New Jersey, and me and Jack had just walked in.
You were at Oakmont.
We were at Oakmont, and like we got yelled at for just like talking normal
to each other.
So we're like, "Holy fuck, these people are pretty serious out here."
Right.
At about 6 hours and about 12 blue moons later, with
the sun beating on
sun,
you.
and sun poisoning, dude. We're like, we finally got a spot like near so we could watch, dude. And we were just cracking up about something, and we got screamed at, and then. Jack, like, I guess I was supposedly the one laughing loud, and then Jack got like mouthy with the one guy, and they're like, "You guys are out." They were aggressive, and I'm like, "Fuck, they're about to like do something like aggressive to us."
Yeah.
They brought this big golf cart over, sat all 6 of us down, and drove us out of the tournament.
So you look like a fucking
dude.
legend.
We were waving. They didn't put us in cuffs or nothing. Dude,
yeah, but at least you'd have to walk.
You
all
see
the way
people
back,
you
right?
knew, dude. I would be honest with you. I don't know if I would have been like unless the crowd was all walking out. It would have been a good half-hour walk.
Yeah,
so you
got lucky.
So you like made out like a bandit.
Like
on
a
that
bandit.
thing.
Like nothing really happened. They just put us on a cart and drove us on out, and we just like waved. People like thought we were somebody.
Did people fucking weren't people saying to you guys after the match like, how'd you get that cart to ride you?
Yeah,
out?
people were like, dude, how did you? Like, dude, you gotta know people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, fucking. That honestly was the best thing that happened because like, dude, but by that time of day, like, honestly, I could have gave like 0 fucks about that golf tournament. It was so hot. Like, it was time to go.
You were there for what, like 6 hours, you said?
At least 6 hours. And at Oakmont, there's like one tree. They cut all the trees down. There's like one tree remaining, and everybody and their mother was sitting under it.
And you were just getting
we were
cooked.
just getting cooked.
At least you saved yourself to walk back to the
dude, it was the best thing that could have
you know?
happened. Jack made, like, dude, like the one dude was like, he said, "You guys keep it down over there." And Jack was like, "You're 10 over, buddy. Give it a rest," or something like that. And like, we're like, "Yous are out of there." You know?
Oh, dude.
All I seen was like it was like a state trooper coming over, looking pissed off. But then they brought the cart over, and
were they cool with you after that? Like
the dude in the cart was like laughing. He didn't. They literally just said, "Get on this cart. Just take them out of here." That was it.
So kind of like a couple weeks ago, we were talking a little bit about golf, and them dudes were yelling at DeChambeau. They were yelling, "Brooksy, hey Brooksy!" That they took the people, made them leave earlier. That's what they did to you. Like
they just said, "Get the fuck out." They basically just get out of here. Gave us a ride to the front gate,
right?
Which by that time, I could have been walking around that course all night. I didn't know where the fuck I was.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're talking about
your Uncle Billy drunk. You're in the sun
dude.
all day.
I'd say that beer drunk. Like I said, in fuck 98 degrees, dude. I was like sun poisoned.
Yeah, hammer any liquor or just we were.
No, they didn't really have nothing like that. But then we went back to like this one bar and like my couple cousins were like, and uncle were there, and they came in, and I was just sitting there by myself, like, you know, how, like you after you come out of the sun, you get that air conditioning, dude. I was just in the chair, like probably like half awake, like with a whole pizza to myself, just sitting there. Woke up on Yogi's couch,
And after Yogi was touching you.
yeah. So
With NyQuil, empty bottle of NyQuil next to
he
you.
didn't need the NyQuil that night.
Yeah, dude, he's had his way with
I was
Rosado.
wide open.
Just the Swedish Xanax.
Dude, I don't follow a ton of basketball, but like from collecting cards, like I know who LaMelo Ball is, and apparently he's dating two smoking hot chicks at the same time, and they both know about it. The one's Tiana Trump, and the other one's that Instagram model, like Anna. What's her name?
I know what Tiana Trump looks like. She doesn't seem like she would
She's
mind.
a porn star, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I mean, we all know. What
I think
looks
she
like.
sought him out, right?
Yeah, yeah, and then like he was like dating an Instagram model, and I'm like good for him because I remember like when them, not with him as much, but when his brother came out, Lonzo, like he seemed like normal, but their dad seemed fucking
Like a
nuts.
psychopath.
Yeah, he had him like I'm like, dude,
He's like Michael Jackson's dad.
yeah, he had him like doing these shoes, and he was just speaking for like his kids, and I was just like, these dudes are fucked.
He was
Like,
talking shit on his coaches and shit. Like he just wanted to be like, Dad, shut
How
the
did they
fuck
get him to
up."
pipe down? Because I haven't heard from him.
Some probably
before.
gave him a shit ton of money. Like, go away.
They probably said like someone probably. Like I would imagine if what's his name, Lonzo's on the Lakers or was on the. I bet like someone like old school like Magic Johnson got to him like, listen, dude, you're not helping these kids.
Right.
You got two sons that are phenomenal talents. Like, fall back
Right.
and reap the rewards.
You're gonna have money. You're gonna have an easy life.
You're their agent, and like you getting on it, going on ESPN talking shit on their coaches and all that.
Not a good look.
But that dude LaMelo Ball won Rookie of the Year, and I mean, like to have this, that's like major. I mean, he didn't play college; he played overseas, and a lot more people were doing that because you can get paid.
Yeah.
You can get paid, in the competition
Is more
is pretty stiff because you got some like Europeans. You know what I mean?
adults like you're playing
Adults. You're playing against full grown
Or
men.
you're playing against dudes that couldn't make it in the league, but they still want to, you know.
Right, because a lot of the kids around here that like think they can get right to the money go to the NBA. But yeah, if you go play over there a couple years,
That's still semi-pro ball, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's like now you have to go to college for a year. Like you have or do that. Like
is
go-
that what it is? Yeah, call it. That's why Zion went.
Yeah, so like you have to go for 1 year, or you can do that, and like he chose to do that, and like it seems like the dudes that come out of that are a lot more ready for the NBA than opposed to like dudes that go to college for a year. Like, because if you're just going for a year, you're going to NBA anyway. It's like, why not go overseas and
Right,
check
but
it
if
out?
you're playing college, also you're not playing like not every team is laid out with you know top talent.
No,
In the European leagues, that's pretty much the leftovers from the NBA.
Right.
you know
There's
what I
a
mean?
lot. Yeah. There's a lot of
A lot
people.
more stiffer competition on every team. You know,
right. I mean, but dude smashing some fucking major
Good for
coups.
him.
Yeah.
What's the other chick look like?
She's smoking hot too. She's like a dark skinned girl. But like I can't tell like exactly. She's like almost looks like she's a little bit Middle Eastern, but she's smoking hot. Hold on, I'll pull her up right now. But I remember I was like looking at
well, I
that.
mean he's double fisting, so that's a win-win for him.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking crushing coups left and right.
Yeah, hit his own cruise.
Yeah, dude. Where did Jack send that to me at? He was like, but anyway, I'll show. We'll have it up on the screen. It'll show who they are. We'll get to that later. I was like sitting there trying to look for him. Like I can't find it. But dude, so quick little story. So this, am I the asshole story? So this, let me know what you think about this. There was this girl, and she made dinner for her and her fiance. He went upstairs, like he ate apparently already. She was there, like downstairs, and he was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I guess like she reheated leftovers." And he was like, "Oh, it smells bomb. What it, you know?" I reheated leftovers. She said he came down. I was like, "Can I get a little piece of that?" And she was like, "No, you already ate." And he was like, "All right, I just wanted a little piece." So she ends up like saying she was so disgusted with the way he asked her that she threw the food in the garbage that he wouldn't give her no piece. She was like, "Am I the asshole?" I'm like, "Wow, yes,
100,000,000%.
Like
yeah.
if you're like, I'm not even saying woman versus me. I'm saying like if you're the guy and you do that, you're a fucking piece of shit too. Like if you're fucking with someone and that's your fiance or girlfriend, whatever, and they're like, "Hey, I'm hungry," and you're eating something. I could never imagine saying no to my girlfriend. Like, no, you can't have any of
Listen,
that.
I hate when Rosa does that. but I still give her a
Right.
piece. And if there's leftovers there,
Right.
hell, I'll heat you a plate up. You know what I mean?
People now, like, it's like they don't want anything. Like, I feel like the story's coming from someone like a younger
Very
millennial.
selfish.
It's like doesn't want their lifestyle infringed upon. Like, listen, dude, life's about give and take. Like, if you know what I mean, like, don't cause an issue with this. And you go on Reddit and write like, "Am I the asshole?" Like, yeah, you're a fucking man.
At
you're
least,
writing this-
eat it.
If you're writing, yeah, you really showed him. Now you're both hungry.
Right.
Right. And she said, and she went on to say, like, that he eats more than her. Like, well, most dudes do.
But listen, if you wrote that, like, am I the asshole? Then you obviously know the answer is fucking yes. You're hoping someone comes out there and justifies you being a fucking asshole.
So dude, say this, Shuley. Let's put this scenario together.
me.
So you're working all day. Maybe you didn't have the best day. Maybe, you know what I mean, you argued with your coworker. You're fucking, you're starving, dude. And you come home and Rose is sitting there and she got a plated in pasta for Julie's. And you're like, oh, babe, I'm so hungry. I've been working all fucking day. Thank you for making it. She says, these aren't for you. And you're like, well, can I have some? And she dumps them in the garbage. What's your reaction? You dumping her in the garbage?
Well, it depends. Did I come straight home or did I stop and have a couple beers?
You had a couple. You had 5 shots.
Oh, I'm gonna tell the girls that it's bath time. We'll put the girls up in the bath. And,
Turn the radio up real
yeah,
loud.
right. I'm gonna lock all the doors. No, I mean I'd be fucking furious. They're like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, I'd obviously break something. I mean, well, how else do you react to that?
I mean, like, I would. For one, you're getting mad because there's fucking
That's just a childish.
That's you calling
You
me
dump her.
out.
You dump her fast.
Yeah,
right.
You know what?
She's a selfish
You
bro.
know what happens to me? Like, say we like go out with our friends, and like if I'm out with my friends, like, and we go to a nice restaurant, I tend to drink.
Yeah.
And when I start drinking, I really don't feel like eating anymore. I just want to concentrate on getting a nice buzz. So I'll wrap like. Do you ever go to Capitol Grill and like I take up my almost like my full meal home? Johanna will then wake up like early in the morning, and she like. Dude,
And
She
get
does
after
work.
it.
she'll just crush my
She
leftovers.
gets after the lobster mac and cheese.
yeah.
I'll fight you for that, dude.
Oh yeah.
That
That's why I
drives you
try
nuts.
to. You got to eat that shit.
I mean,
that night.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
So
it
like-
doesn't drive. I wouldn't like be like totally upset.
Nah.
Like,
I,
did you eat yours too?
I get it, but then
Oh,
you're
you
like,
only ate mine.
yeah.
Right.
Well, she'll get like the crab
Wow.
cakes or some shit, and I hate crab cakes.
Now that shit happens with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't eat seafood or anything like that. So if my girl gets something like leftovers, like seafood or something, I'm not touching it.
safe.
It's safe. But like, if I get something, it'll be like something that she swears she hates, but then like she'll eat it anyway. She'll be like, "Oh, I really don't like. I don't go to Capitol Grill, but it'll be like last night we got Longhorn. You know what I mean? So we like, I got ribs and I got wings, and she was like, "Oh, I don't really like wings." Well, around 8:30 at night, she loved them.
Yeah.
Because she was gnawing on, but I couldn't gnaw on nothing that she had because she's smarter than me because she knows to order shit I won't eat.
Yeah, and then she got her leftovers and your leftovers.
Right, and she could take.
Rose will be like, I don't really like that, but you make it look so good. Like it's a chicken wing, dude. They all look good, dude. They all look the same.
Dude, yeah, like Joanna's like a big food sharer. Like she can't really 100% lock down what she wants, so she's like, "Can I have a little bite of yours?" And like that's the same way. Like at dinner, I'm like, "Well, I don't want anything to do with what's going on over there. I just want mine." You know what
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Or does she ever try to tell you like, well, why don't you get this? And I'll get
yes,
this? Like,
yeah.
no.
Tries
I'm
to
gonna
coordinate the meals.
I'm gonna get what I want,
Yeah.
and if you want some, you're more than welcome to help yourself.
I could see Johanna do it, like, because she's a smooth talker, and before you know it, you got shit on your plate you don't even want, but she wants it.
yeah.
used to-
Right. And here comes the desserts. We're done with dinner.
Right.
Like, how
And
the
she'll
fuck
like
did
try to
that
talk
happen?
me out of over ordering, which is the right move. Because when I go somewhere and I'm hungry, I'm like, I'm like, we need this. She's like, you're not
But I'll
gonna
take
eat
the
that.
shit home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get stoned and eat it later.
I used to go to Atreus all the time right up here, and I was the fucking king of over ordering. They had like this fire ass like 4 cheese thing with like pita chips, and I would get some to take home.
I remember you told me about that.
the Quattro fromage.
Quattro fromage.
The fromage. And I used to fucking hammer that, but I would like load up on that. But then whenever my meal would come out, like I'd get
Same
chicken
way, yeah.
parm, I'd like eat like a piece of it, and it'd be like, next day, like it's like,
Chicken parm's delicious heated up. Though.
right. And my girl, like, she'd be going to work, and she's like, "Oh, do you care if I take a chicken parm?" I'm like, "What? No, absolutely not, babe." Yeah. But like, dude, I always would over order. I still do it. Murray
Right.
Avenue Grill.
If you go and you get an app and they bring bread, because when I go and I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat that whole thing
Right,
of bread.
right.
Yeah, that's what it gets.
And
you.
then
You
I eat
start
an
eating
app.
bread.
Yeah, and dessert. I don't even need a real meal.
No, and like I went through a phase in my late 30s where like I was big. I was saving room for dessert guy. Like I was like, I wanted.
You're a big dessert guy.
I am.
though,
I am a
yeah.
dessert kind of cat. You know what I mean? So like, ever since I got off the heroin, I like
I
desserts.
don't. I'm not. No,
You take away my heroin and crack. I like. I like apple pie.
that's fine.
But like, I always try to save room for dessert. But like, I would, especially places. I'll give you the best example. Adria's was hard, but the Cheesecake Factory is a fucking nightmare because everything looks so good and there's so much shit to order.
Too much.
And I'm an app guy, and there's only me and my girl. She don't eat a ton. I'd get like 2 apps. And then my entree didn't even come out yet. And I want that cheesecake, and I'm just like, there's fucking like $70 worth of shit just on my plate.
You're like John Candy at a
yeah,
buffet.
dude, the old '96.
Dude, unless you're with, if you have a group of 4, an app, I would 2 people an app. You're not gonna eat.
You might as well get 3
You're
apps.
not-
And
I mean, unless you're like
dinner.
a big eater. Yeah.
We would go to Fatheads all the time. Me and you,
Right.
we would always go, and we would get we would get them stuffed peppers and a sandwich, and fucking never finish the sandwich.
No.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. You got something to lean on later. But if you're going apps, you could have like a whole meal and just eat apps.
Dude, I mean,
know?
I'm a fucking app
They call
guy.
it tapas now or something.
Yeah, I
right?
like
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm an app guy, like especially like like the Quattro Fromage down Fatheads. They had that fucking them stuffed peppers. They're hot. You know what I mean? It definitely burns your asshole. And that's
At Longhorn, the firecracker chicken.
Yeah, that is
It's
good.
fire?
That is good.
What's that all about?
It's like a little rolled
Piece of chicken,
chicken
with
with
like
a
peppers.
crispy thing, and then you dip it in like a spicy ranch.
Oh, really?
It hits nice.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm a huge app guy, but no way would I would much rather see my lady enjoy the food than me throw it out. And like, it seemed like this girl was just doing this to fuck with this dude and whatever. She wanted to post on social media like, "Are you the asshole?" Well, the jury's in. Guilty. Greenfield podcast finds you guilty of being an asshole. Fucking
Next.
yeah, greedy bitch. So, all right, everybody, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna have more of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast and your favorite segment, What's Grinding My Gears. as always, we're going to give it the lead off me and Johnny Rosado. Johnny, what's grinding your gears?
All right. We got a little bit of a call in from Dr. Dave. We go to, it should have been last week, but I forgot about it. We go to your birthday party. Paul picks me up, and I bring a couple beers to the car. You know, Paul likes to drink and drive, so bring him a Miller Lite, him Beezer. So we all go in there, we drink a beer. We all, meet Dave. We all walk in together. It's me, Mishka, Yogi, and Dave walking in. Yogi walks directly to the bar, buys one beer,
Wow.
and walks into the party.
After you've been feeding him beer.
I mean, we brought, we were all walked in to get,
Thought we were on a team.
Yeah, I thought we were on a team, dude.
knew everyone was drinking.
Dude, we're like right behind them, dude. Like,
He's like, I didn't know you dudes wanted beers.
no, you wanted one, dude. Like,
Is that what he really said?
I mean,
That's what he thought.
I mean, like, what was it? I mean, seriously, for him to say that, he knew. So you all went there. You're already drinking beer. You walk into the party. The bar's there.
we're all together. There's a bar there. We
Right.
just threw out the Miller Lights we drank in his car on the way over.
So he knows you don't have any beer. You need a beer.
Of course we need a beer. We're going to the 40th birthday party.
Dr. Dave, who buys a million shots and drinks for everyone, is not the guy you want
Provides
to do
a
that
lot
to.
of Miller Lights.
Yeah, provides the party for a
He
lot
does.
of people, and you don't want to piss him off. And he, of all people,
Dude, Dave pulled me aside. He was like, dude, remember that warm beer thing? He's like, we can forget all about that because we got a whole new issue going on over here. He was like, Yogi, look at Yogi. He's drinking that Miller Lite right now. Dude, I'm over here. I'm thirsty as
Yeah,
hell.
my mouth is dry as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, he was like, I was standing behind Yogi thinking like he was going to hand me a Miller Lite, and he just bought one for himself and then moved it
And then-
along and started mingling.
Gave him the spin move.
Yeah.
oh, dude, what a he did the old 52 fake. I was like, let me get a Miller Lite.
Okey doke.
Then came over, gave me a fake high five.
I
Oh,
thought-
let me go see what Seabird. Okay.
He
what
gave me a
up?
high five and stiff on Dave in the face.
Oh, dude, I could see if I remember back when I was getting it in, but I could see like, especially with that crew, because I could see you buying rounds for sure, Dr. Dave buying rounds, and Beezer too. I could
You
see,
buy a beer.
yeah, I could see all three use, but when it comes down to Yogi,
Yogi's usually not cheap.
but he was that yet.
But like he was, I didn't know. Like, dude, I was standing right behind you. What are we like? All what are we? 13 years old? We can get everybody's
Yeah.
gonna be.
You ain't giving nobody.
Are
a
we
piece
going
of gum?
Dutch, Stella?
It's funny. Rosado brought that up. That's a funny story. So Yogi's mom and her husband, I think, they've been dating or married for like 20 years. They've been together for 30 years, I think. So we always would see them down big gyms and stuff, and Yogi would tell us like, yeah, when they go down there, they go Dutch. Like, if you're watching this, leave a comment underneath on YouTube. Like, if you like have ever done that with someone, like you're out on a date, she orders her meal, you order yours, and when the check comes, you're like, can we get two different checks?
Yeah, separate checks for two people.
And the thing is, they live together. It ain't like they're like two random people on the first date. I mean, first date would be embarrassing as fuck to go Dutch, but I mean, it's not like you're like just buddies. Like they're intimate partners.
Maybe Bob's app heavy, dude, and Stella don't want that app.
That's true,
Yeah.
dude. Speaking of,
She's
yeah.
like, you Jagger Bush, I didn't order those provolone sticks.
She was like, I don't know who the hell's paying for those onion rings, but it's not coming out of my boys' college fund. Yo's like, dude, for real, Stella don't like onion rings. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, why would she pay for them, dude? She don't even like them.
Yeah. So maybe Bobby Beats, after all these years, we find out he's heavy on the apps. That's why
He's
Stella
app
went.
heavy, dude.
I wonder who brought it up. Like, let's split, because here's the thing: it had to happen, and then they never went back. Like, it never went back to normal. Like,
Dude, Stella probably brought it up, and Bobby Bates was like, okay. Like, fine. I never
Right.
have to pay for any of your shit. This is great.
right? Well, I think Stella's probably, I mean, carrying a load on that one. I think, I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like. Like the first time you're out dating, or like there has to be a time when you're dating. Think about this, and they're like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna bring out," and you have to, because it's automatically one check. There's no waiter,
Yeah, with
waitress,
two people, yeah.
no waiter, waitress wants to. It's more work for them.
Yeah, especially for two people.
right,
Yeah, right.
One check always.
But big gyms, I don't know, because they do always. I mean, they'll do like separate checks unless they're used to it.
I mean, even us as guys, we go down big. We'll just get one check.
Yeah.
Makes
what
it
I mean?
easier.
It makes it easier for them, but like. You're just like, I wonder who was the one that was like, no, we're going to take two checks. And like that awkward moment, like, wow, like we're never paying for each other's food when we go out again.
Is
Like,
Bob a drinker? Do you think he's just drink
Him
heavy on the
mashing
bill?
Bob.
I never seen.
You got
Colt
with somebody.
45. He drinks Colt 45s.
I never seen. Oh, he does.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's hammering 40s in the back with Sid, and then he comes out and slams like 17 provolone sticks. And Stella's like, I'm not footing the bill for you. And
What if they like break down
bad habits.
What if they break down individual like provolone sticks? You know
Like-
what I mean? Like he eats 4 and Stella only eats 1.
Yeah, he's like, you little Jagger Bush. I only had 1.5 provolone sticks. You had 3.5, and we got 6. You gave 1 to the other
Yeah,
guy.
they're $6 a
Sid
piece.
ate one.
You owe me
Yeah.
$1.50 for them provolone sticks. It's only fair.
They might have.
She pulls her calculator out.
Yeah, dude, that's so weird. Like, I mean, no, because I love Stella. You know what I mean? I don't want her getting ripped off by Bobby Beats. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, more power to her. Like, I'll tell you what. Like, I just want to take Stella out for a meal one right now, and not have to sweat it. Like, girl, get what you want. You
Go
know,
nuts.
Go nuts. So I mean, like onion rings, provolone sticks,
Whatever you're into.
jalapeno poppers, whatever you want, girl.
Make them pop, baby.
Keep them refills coming. Keep them refills coming, girl. You ain't with Bobby Beats no more, Stell. Right, dude?
I feel you, dude.
Stell deserves a good
She
night out.
deserves the finer things.
You know, so if you're listening, Bobby Beats, step your game up, dude. Don't let Stell go Dutch. Don't let her pay for her own meal, dude. You gotta step up, dog, for real.
Right, it's rubbing off on Yogi.
Yeah, Yogi's gonna be going
don't
Stell
buy
with,
beers.
he's gonna be going Dutch with his kids. Like they go to the pop stand. His fucking kids like, can I get a piece of pizza and water? Yo's like, man, I hope you brought $3 with you, dude. You know what I mean? Because we're on separate checks.
He's like, hey, Dad, you got any extra change? He's like, I wish I did.
Oh, dude. Good stuff. Good stuff. Dr. Schultz, what's grinding them gears?
All right, man. So I'm going to have to throw this one back to Rosa again this week. You know what grinds my gears when Rosa, I mean, you guys know. I'm sure she's texted both of you before. She sends you a text, and it's just like a paragraph that makes no sense.
Gibberish.
No, it's like a jumble of words. It looks like the alphabet did meth or something. You
No
know what I mean?
punctuation.
Yeah, it's just run-on sentences. It's like a smorgasbord of vowels and consonants that have no coherent thought, no cohesion, nothing. And I'm trying to like decipher what the fuck she wrote. And then while I'm reading that, there'll be like 9 afterthoughts that are like 3-word texts that come in like beep, 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 beep. Like, write an outline first. Think about what the fuck you want to say because I don't understand anything. Now I'm angry
Right.
because you just sent me 4 fucking minutes of text that make no sense whatsoever. Now I have to call you anyway.
Not a great speller, that Rosa.
No.
Dude, it's like
That
words
phone's
are-
probably having a hell of a time with that spell check.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just like all one word.
I can see Rose like, you stupid fucking thing trying to tell me what to do. Who the fuck are you, Apple?
Dude,
Fuck
I
you.
was reading a text that she wrote to her sister today, and it was like, "We the blah." Like there was like words that don't belong next to each other. You cannot use we and the like back to back. It just doesn't. It's not grammatically correct. Doesn't even make sense for fuck's sake.
See,
Yeah, and she's trying to read to my kids before I
Does
left.
she talk to text? Did she ever try that?
that might come
Couldn't be
out
any
crazy.
worse. Couldn't be any worse. I mean,
I
I'll
don't
be
know.
honest
That
with
could
you.
you imagine Rose telling her friend, listen here, motherfucker, you better come home soon, sure. I swear to God, I'm going to cut your fucking dick off.
Yeah, the phone it'll come up like brisket for dinner.
Oh, yeah. She'll be like, cool.
Yeah, right.
What's the matter, dude? No, Rose is in a good mood. She made brisket for dinner. She's like,
Good,
yeah,
like,
motherfucker.
I don't even know how you got through grade school. Like you're
Her good looks.
like
that was it.
Like, listen, tell me what you're trying to say in this text. Like, speak the words to me, and then she says it the same way it's written, and it still makes no fucking sense. Like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
We the boat swim weekend. Like, okay, we're going swimming this
Question
weekend.
mark. Question
Yeah.
mark. Yeah.
Salt life, you fucking dork. You know, don't you get it?
Yeah, but that's it. Rosa trying to spell anything or read to my kids or say words.
Them kids will be reading to her.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They're like,
hoping for.
Mommy, the cat is in the hat.
She'll do what my Maria does and just like make up her own story.
That's what Rosa
You know what I
does.
mean? Like,
And the girls can read a little bit.
Yeah,
now, so I'm
right.
like, Mom, that's not what it says. How do you know? Because Daddy teaches us to read when you're not reading to us.
She's like, oh, he's so fucking smart, ain't he?
Yeah, and it'll just be all kind of punctuation marks and not even mean anything.
What
She talks like Charlie Brown's mom. Yeah, that's her text message right there.
Oh, dude, my gear grinder this week. So yesterday we ordered from Longhorn. Like, I don't know why this it didn't drive me nuts before, but I think when you're ordering and you're ordering a bunch of stuff and you want to like things done a certain way, like okay, I want extra barbecue sauce, I want this, I want 2 orders of fries. It's instead of I'm a big on fry heavy person now, and so I'm like, this is what I want. And like when you're trying to do it online, it's a fucking nightmare, dude.
It's hell.
Dude, I'm like, what happened? And they weren't answering the phone down there, but they were open. You know what I mean? It's a we were open, taking online orders. I'm like, so like now you got to go online and then like it's so much easier to talk to a person and be like, okay, I want to get the appetizer, I want to get the chicken wings, I want to get the ribs. It's for my sides, I just want 2 orders of fries, and can I get an extra side of blue cheese? That's it. But to put that in through online, it obviously doesn't fucking translate well.
Takes you half an hour, first of all.
Well, and the thing is, like, dude, I'm like not super computer savvy, but I'm know my way around a computer, and it's like, come on, dude, like this is taking fucking forever, and like I'm trying to like click on, and then like they upcharge you for everything, which drives me nuts anymore. Like I hate getting the upcharge.
It would save so much time and effort. You could just call like, hey Billy, I
I
need.
probably ain't got nobody working to answer the phone.
Right, that's another thing. But
Billy will fuck up your order too.
he will.
But at least it only take you
That's
5
like
minutes.
that's
instead
like
of
the
half an
double-edged
hour.
sword. Like
might
you
get
have
a
to do
free-
that
right.
shit.
You might get a free blue cheese out of it.
Yeah, but who wants to get their food? Come home, and be like,
This is all wrong.
we'll send you a gift card if you fill out this. They're like,
and I was like, dude, what the fuck? But like I was so like we were both like so hungry. But the thing was too, the waiting time. So you're not talking to a person. The computer's telling you food will be available in 25 minutes. So then my girl's like, I'll go get it. And she goes down there, goes to get it. She even waits a half hour, then drives down. Dude, it was an hour wait. Like, dude,
So
like
she's sitting there just fucking
she was
waiting
fucking
for it,
sitting there. She called me like, I don't know what to do. Like, like it said curbside. Someone came out, said it'd be 5 minutes. They keep telling me it's gonna be 5 minutes. I'm like, that like drives me nuts, dude. Like the automated systems.
Wait,
like,
did you tip already automatically, or were you giving a cash tip for performance based?
I gave her money to tip them. Like I
Yeah.
just gave her cash.
Tell her
That's it.
every fucking 10 minutes, take
Right.
fucking $3 off.
That thing that with that, like, who do you blame? Do you blame the computer or do you blame the person? Because if I talk to a person, they said come down in a half hour, I could go to the person and be like, dude,
You
why
told me
don't you-
half an hour.
Right, but a computer said be ready in 30 minutes because the computer's not talking to the
You
call.
hate when you're ordering and then it comes up like your order and it gives you like the approximate time to be ready. And the longer you take to type in, you need 2 blue cheeses.
Yeah.
It's like you just lost 10 minutes on your fucking pickup time. It's like, come on, man. I just want extra blue cheese. with my
dude, the
wings,
sheets
dog.
is pretty elaborate.
I,
Like when you get a sandwich from there,
they're good.
you're like, I want mayonnaise. Dude, you're like, do you want heavy, medium, or light mayonnaise? And I'm like,
Well
that
played,
no.
Mr. Sheets.
well, that is a fucking that's next level shit. And I got to give it up to the Sheets employees there. They're the Chick-fil-A convenience stores.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sheets was first to the game though, making sandwiches in the
the
store.
MTO.
Yeah,
And like I think Get-Go's do it now too, but like
Speedways, they all do it, but Sheets was first.
Speedway on fucking that one on Hazelwood Avenue is the
Terrible.
don't even fucking.
No, I go to the one next to Kennywood, next to my shop.
Yeah.
It's better.
But Rosato hits the nail on the head because we go to Sheets every Tuesday, and like, dude, literally by the time you punch it in, you get around to pay for it, and then you come back to check for it. I would say 95% of the time your grub's ready within a minute.
Speedway's like a poor man's Sheets.
But that Speedway up there, like your options, everything that like you put in, someone will yell back from the thing like, we don't have that. We don't have. I'm like, it's saying right here. Do you know what I mean? All I
you talking
want
about
is-
Hazelwood Avenue?
Yeah.
Terrible.
That stretch of that Brownsville Road stretches. That's rough.
It is rough, but that Speedway is like.
Yeah, there's some of the places you walk in and you're like, dude,
Right.
I'm just gonna get one of these cold sandwiches that are sitting here already.
Yeah, but like 3 miles down the road on Kennywood Boulevard, that one there, it's top notch.
But I'm not but, like convenience is the key word here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm not driving out of my way, but like even sometimes like on like Saturdays when I go to the flea market, I'll stop at the at Kogo's, and they actually have pre-made sandwiches
Yeah.
that ain't bad, dude.
Right.
They really
If
ain't.
they're fresh, they're not bad.
They're breakfast
Breakfast
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Yeah, not the burgers and that, which I've eaten dogs.
I've
The
ate 'em
spicy
too.
chickens ain't bad, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That deluxe spice
It'll
chicken.
give you the runs though, like something
So
serious.
you'll be shitting your britches after a spicy chicken.
Oh yeah, a spicy shit.
Yeah, dude. So like that was the thing. Like I just don't like to automate. Like I have more confidence. Some places it works. Some places it don't. Like for me, Longhorn, I'd much rather talk to him on the phone because you're ordering like, you know what I mean, like more like extra sauce.
It's not like a
the-
pizza,
right.
You know what I mean? Where you're like, okay, pepperoni.
Yeah, it's very like
Done.
right. You know what I mean? Like the wings, I wanted them extra crisp. Like it was just maybe
Like that person-to-person contact.
right. Like hey, can you make them wings extra crispy? Like I don't know. I didn't have that.
I
was like-
agree. I agree.
So, word, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have more of Greenfield's Finest podcast. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? You haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in a light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Before we wrap up the show today, we got one quick funny story we're going to tell you guys about. Actually, it's not that funny for some people, but it's going to be funny to us because it didn't happen to us. In New York City, the psychics were slapped with probation for a supernatural fraud scheme. It was a notorious Manhattan psychic, and one of her cohorts dodged a prison sentence. And what they were given was 5 months probation for billing gullible victims out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So they were literally telling these people like that they were talking to their dead family members, like finding information out through social media.
Wait a second. Do you have a dad?
Yeah.
His name was Steve, and then they just start rambling you for tons of money?
Well, no, so the people would go in there. They would like seek out, like they were like give them almost all the information. Like, yeah, they almost know when you go to a psychic, it's like you want to either know the future or you want to talk to someone that's dead. You know what I mean? Like, what brings you here today? Like, I'm trying to get in touch with, all they do is a little bit of give some vague answers. Then when the person leaves, do a little bit of research. You know what I mean? Like, do a little bit.
So they were professional conners,
right?
Con artists,
right? But they were getting off people. So these people were so like hard up to like talk to their dead husband or dead, you know what I mean? Which is fucked up.
Yeah, you're playing on people's hearts and shit.
They were paying upwards of like $40,000, $50,000. They were telling them like, listen, we might be able to make, but like there's a lot that has to go on. It's very expensive. Like
it drains me spiritually.
They're like, we'll pay whatever, and be like, oh, well, this one's gonna be $60,000, and then they would come up with like, dude, that's fucking nuts. It makes you think like. if they're able to pull that scam off, you know,
It makes you think, how'd that person have $60,000
People are
being a
desperate,
moron
right?
like
Right. If like Johanna, like if I died, Johanna went to talk to him. Like, what did John say? Like,
that?
don't
Like,
pay them
I
any
talk to
fucking
John every
money.
night. It takes 3 shots of Espolon tequila and 4 beers, and I can talk
Yeah.
to John. It's going to cost you $75,000
Like, it's just crazy.
because you're my friend. 50.
I mean, but like, there's been scams like this going on for forever. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't know enough about like psychics and shit like that to say like I'm sure there's some people that have some sort of abilities, but like I don't think they'd be able to use them for profitable. Like anyone that's using it for profitable gain, like there's people like. I get it. The people that make it on TV, they're like, "How do you know this?" Like the mediums, like,
Like
oh,
that
Yeah.
Long Island medium or whatever.
Dude.
People like go to her shows and stuff.
right. And there was a dude. He's a younger dude. I can't remember his name. He's a gay dude, but he's like the celebrities love this dude, and like they've like I seen him like go to people's houses with like, and they'd ask like the weirdest questions, and he'd like be able to like touch, and then he'd like they'd always start crying. I'm
So
like,
he's a psychic to the stars. He's probably cleaning a house.
medium to the stars.
Medium to the stars.
Yeah, like psychics like predicting the future. the
He could contact the dead.
Yeah, and like, dude, I'll tell you what, some of this shit like that he was coming out and saying, I'm like, dude, if this is rehearsed, this is the best fucking.
You're a believer.
I mean, I don't know, like it just seemed it came off as very
Wait.
it's very original to me. Like it came authentic. That's the word.
So wait. So the psychics that got probation or whatever, did they get sued? Like, did they bring like class action lawsuit? All
Yeah.
the people that they
There's-
bilked?
yeah.
Or did they? Like, is there? What if there was one client that was like, no, this motherfucker's for real.
Well,
he
no.
talked to little Billy,
They were investigating like their methods of they were
and they just knew it was fucking nonsense.
they were going after people. Like they were seeking out people on top of people like, oh, this person died.
They seen your kid was in a car accident. And
Right.
Like, you want to talk to fucking your son? Here,
Right,
I
like-
can do it.
Like exactly. So say you look in the obituaries.
Now that's you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
No.
and like they got 5 months probation, like, and they scan these people out of hundreds of thousands.
5
of
months
dollars.
probation. See,
Did they have to pay the money back?
They got fines. They have to pay. But like my thing is like fuck the fines. They should have to give the people the money back. Like,
Yeah.
because the fine to me, like, who keeps the fine
The
money?
government
Right.
does.
Right.
You know, whatever.
Like, oh, they had to pay $1 million back in fines, but those people are still fucked out of money. Like,
Yeah, emotionally raped and financially.
a little bit of restitution. I know they were talking about somebody who was doing it to like a lot of 9/11 victims.
okay,
you're, you're
they're-
soulless.
Yeah, right. Well, people are. People will do
Yeah,
anything to fucking rip somebody off.
Evil.
yeah, that was evil also. But that 9/11, like to do that, like you're a real fucking. There's a special place in hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Right next to fucking Sandusky.
Jerry Sandusky.
Like
And
there-
Adolf Hitler.
yeah, like see, the craziest thing is everyone knows who Jerry Sandusky is. There's like people coming out now saying like that he was framed, and like to me like that's pretty absurd. We were listening a little bit today on Mark Madden, and like that's fucking insane that there's people coming out saying that he was framed.
There's a lot of diehard Penn Staters out there that like
Yeah, I have a
get mad when you bring it up. Like, I mean,
dude. What do you?
It's a fact.
Yeah, like
I'll
you know,
tell
somebody happened on the Steelers. They did that. Like, man, he's a piece of shit. Move on.
Right, like dude, like I wouldn't like Tyree. Like the dude was a fucking horrible person. Like, and then it came from like multiple outlets that this dude was like a notorious creep.
There was like eyewitness from a dude who basically ruined his career to come tell
come
you
forward.
what he's seen.
right.
yeah.
And like, dude, I don't know, like if they don't get how it is, like to be like a man or woman, like people don't want to like. I find it hard to believe that 26 fucking young men would want to come forward and be like, "Fuck it, I got right." Yeah, like just
Just because they have a vendetta against this fucking
Right.
guy who's in actuality not like a major player in the football program. He just put himself.
No,
in
he's a-
I mean, but he's not Joe Pa. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I know, but he was like, I mean, the next best.
Yeah,
that was,
he was up here, dude. Like he was like a really good coach.
Yeah, but 12-year-old kids ain't gonna like just say that shit. Like you're
Right.
obviously doing shit that is
well, and he played.
Fucked
they
up.
they went back and they looked at dude. He was fucking. He went after kids that like
because
were
he started a group
low
for,
income.
Like,
yeah,
like here, let me make a victim pool that I can fucking choose out of.
That were not, but that just always every time I hear something about Sandusky, it's that story I always think of where the dude left his Facebook up right after it happened, and I put free Sandusky, and people were like sending him death threats, like you're fucking. So like I told the story on here. I'm gonna tell it real quick again. My buddy Tommy Fontana, he's like this big, goofy, older dude. We were living in a 3-quarter house. At the time, no one had Facebook on their phones. It was all on a computer. There was 8 of us living in a house. We shared this computer. He left his Facebook on. He forgot to log off. I went to log on. I seen Tommy's thing was still up. I wrote Free Sandusky. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. And people start commenting like you're a fucking diaper sniper. Like Tommy, I always knew you were a piece of shit. So this dude comes home and he's like, hey, you know what I mean? What's up, Mikey? I'm like, oh, nothing. Tommy just waiting for him to get on. Finally gets on here. He's like, yo, what the fuck's going on with Facebook? This guy says he's going to fucking kill me. And he like reads it. He was like, I never wrote this shit. And like, dude, I was dying. Maybe like one of the meanest but funniest pranks I ever pulled in my life, dude. But like, dude, that used to be something you could do to people back in the day. Now you can't. Everyone locks their phones. I still see once in a while, like, I'll see, like, a girl's post. It'll be like, I just took the biggest shit, and I knew she got hacked. I'm like, okay, there's still people out there that are heckling.
Still
like,
people with sense of humor's out there.
Right. This one girl, it's so funny. Like, every other post from her is like, I just took the biggest shit. And I'm like, oh, dude, why do you leave your phone open like that?
Every time you take a shit.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, here's what would Greenfield do. Okay, if you had to choose between two of these, would you rather everyone, I don't know if we did this one, who cares if we did, would you rather be able, for everyone to be able to read your thoughts, or would you rather have everyone know your internet history?
I'd rather let him have my internet history.
Yeah. For sure.
I think way more fucked up shit than I Google
right.
search.
Yeah, I was.
Oh wow, this kid's a pervert.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
when I-
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, right.
Right when I was like,
I
that's
was like, wow, he
When
should
you
be
see how
locked
many
away
people I
forever.
want to kill, then shit gets weird.
Yeah, when you go to the internet history, you're like, wow, these guys watch a lot of porn. If you read my mind, you might think I'm a fucking
Right,
psycho.
right.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean,
Like,
yeah.
put this kid in a straitjacket.
Yeah, right. I'm
Right.
gonna do time.
How do you make it this far in life?
Right, like, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was like a pretty much like a no-brainer. Like,
Been some dark times, I know.
yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, dude, I mean, I've looked at some creepy shit on the internet,
Yeah,
but
but
nothing.
nothing that's creepier than what's going on
No.
up there, my friend.
No.
This is a sick place that you don't want to enter.
I just remember one time I was like crawled down a rabbit hole and like I stumbled upon it was like this news reporter bukkake it was called, and like I watched it and it was like I felt dirty after. It was just a bunch of dudes jizzing on some chick's head.
Yeah,
it was like 60 dudes, like one after the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like.
She might have self-esteem issues.
Yeah, I was like, what is the going rate? What are they paying for to be the, to get hit with all those bukkake?
Were you just trying to look
Sure.
for like a place where you could be like number 47 in the line?
Yeah, I was like trying to be like, man, dude, is this still going on? Like, is this live?
Like, where do you sign up for something like this?
I'm here for the gangbang.
Yeah. But I'm like, man, that'd be like the one thing I'd be like, yeah, the internet bukkake or the news reporter bukkake. I'd be like, but then everyone
That's
knows
pretty
you-
embarrassing, but what goes on in your head has to be worse.
way worse,
Way worse.
That
I know
was-
mine is.
That's rated G to some of the stuff I thought in my head. I got a whole fucking news studio going on here, not just one reporter. Like,
the whole action news team.
because getting your thoughts right it would be creepy.
Yeah,
It would be. Like, you mean,
You could never fucking think freely ever again.
You would never be free again.
That or you just have to own it. Like, yeah, I am that piece of shit, guys. Sorry.
I think
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
like you'd have to just be okay with people knowing, like, hey,
You're a sick son of a
But
bitch.
here's the thing. I would say, I'll go on a limb and say 99% of us have super fucked up thoughts.
Oh, everybody does.
Right. So it would be like
Right,
You,
if everybody
everybody
could-
level
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
right.
but everybody else will deny it. Like we know that you thought it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the thing. You could pin that on me. Like fuck that. You could watch my phone live while I Google search shit, and I don't want you to read.
Yeah,
my thoughts.
there's mine's
Our phones are all bugged anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
Google. Ask Google. They already know what. The
I swear to
fuck
God,
do.
sometimes my phone reads my mind.
you're
And
saying
it'll, like,
I'm
send you
saying
ads
sometimes
for
I don't
shit.
say shit out loud, and sometimes it'll be coming up.
Yeah, you're like you put on a new pair of socks. You think like,
They-
man, I need
they-
some new socks.
they have
and then
the-
you get socks ads fucking shot to your fucking.
I think they got an algorithm of my
that's
life.
it. That's
my
what-
brain.
They're saying like the way that advertising set up, like it's so far beyond like what we think that like they almost predict what we're gonna want next, and they know what videos to hit us with.
Yeah,
and
you
what
look
ad-
at porn, you get an ad for boner pills.
But not even like porn, like saying for something like coming up, like you know what I mean, like like you don't even break like fireworks. Anything like you're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? But like,
Look, you just said that all of our phones are gonna have fireworks.
right?
So.
It's just fucking nuts, and everyone's like, oh, turn the microphone off, whatever, and like it still happens.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you say.
Right? Then my
When
thing
you
is,
when you get those apps and you say you agree to that, that gives them access to your photos,
Right.
your microphone, your contacts, everything.
and who got time to read them fucking
Who
contracts?
gives a fuck?
Right. I just want to sign up, hurry up, get on there so I
Yeah.
can order from Amazon. I don't give a fuck. You know?
Right? Yeah.
But at the bottom of the price says you just sold your soul
To
for-
Satan.
Yeah, for free shipping for life. For free shipping for life. Oh man. All right, guys, we got one more. Okay. If you had to choose between two, would you rather die in 20 years from today with no regrets? Or would you rather die in 100 years, but you have a lot of regrets?
Oh, it's easy for me. I'd say 20 years, no regrets. Absolutely.
I'm
What,
gonna,
how,
okay, let me. I get what you're saying. It's easy, but like you need to think about this, dude. Like I don't have kids. You have kids. I'm not saying you're gonna have a horrible life. You're just gonna have like you're gonna die probably wishing you would have did more things.
But then you're like, so when you say that, I think in my head, okay, so I'm going to be around longer, and I'm going to spend more time just dwelling on, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Live life to the fullest and enjoy every minute of it.
No, I'm just saying like you
I'm
could-
just giving my personal thoughts here, babe.
No, but I'm giving you a situation. Say you could live for 100. You could see your kids have kids and their kids have kids. You know what I mean? But you have some shit that you missed out on.
Then watch everybody die.
Yeah.
You'd be like the dude from
no.
Green Mile. You know what's fucked up's gonna happen? I'll probably gonna die in 20 years, and I'll still have all these regrets.
That's a lose-lose. They're going to start reading my mind. They're
Yeah.
going to know I'm a pervert.
I think if they would have said like 20 years is a long time. Like 20 years seems like it'll come faster than it sounds, but it sounds like an eternity. I think if they would have said, would you rather die in 5 years? You know what I mean? That would have I think
or give
Yeah,
me
but-
100's too long. Or like if I could
between
live,
5 and 50.
if I could live to like a solid 100 with like some good major health and like
Yeah. Okay, let's say that. You can live. Okay, let's change the question. Make it more interesting.
All right.
You can live
Up
to
the
100.
ante.
Live to 100, but you're gonna have some regrets and stuff. But you're still gonna be sound-minded. I'm not saying you could drive a car and everything, but you can get around on your own, wipe your own ass, everything like that.
All right.
Or you could live another 20 years and have accomplish everything you ever wanted to accomplish, do everything you wanted to do.
You're
and then
living like life like a pirate, though, dude. Fast and quick. You know what I mean? Like
it would go fast and quick, but it would be like
be fulfilling.
I don't know what it would feel like to accomplish everything in life you ever wanted to accomplish.
yeah, you first you
I
gotta
don't
have
even
a,
know what I want to do.
I don't. Yeah, give me the 100. It's gonna take some time to figure this thing out.
When you made the stipulations a little different, I changed my opinion. But at first, I was like, yeah, fuck,
Because
because no regrets.
I feel like at first that was a no-brainer because I'm like thinking, 20 more years, I'll be 60. I'm not saying I want to die at 60, but like 60, if I wanted 60, but
If
had
it's a full life,
greatest
okay,
life, if I had a
yeah.
great another 20 years,
yeah, an
that'd be
amazing
great.
20 years, okay.
But it's like 100 years with like full of regrets. Like, what's that mean? Like me, I mean, like no,
Right? Am I going to sit there and just dwell on the past,
Right.
for 40 fucking years? Is
Right.
it worth it? You know?
Yeah, I don't want to be like by myself.
Yeah,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right. Just think about, I shouldn't have been such a dick that one day, and then I would have, I would have a family or something. You know?
Yeah. So, you guys got any shout outs you need to give or anything this week?
No.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember, this Friday, 9 p.m., yesterday's Bar and Grill, we're going to have a fucking awesome comedy show. We could really use your support. Show up. It's going to be Greenfield. We've done other comedy shows at yesterday's, but this is the first Greenfield's Finest podcast comedy show. So we really appreciate you if you could come. Also, this is the last week we're selling merchandise. After this, I don't know when we're going to sell it again. So please check it out. It's all over our Facebook and Instagram. On Instagram, just click on the bio. You can go right to the store. It got all the we got all the old stuff up, plus a bunch of new stuff. So any support like that, grab a T-shirt. It helps the podcast keep going. Everybody have a great week, and remember, Greenfield loves you.